Hi, everybody. Welcome to Consquad. This is our new podcast. Hi! Yeah! So this is our new podcast that we're starting. Basically, it's just going to be about anime, gaming, cosplay, conventions, anything that is under the entirety of the weeb umbrella. All right? Like, so all topics exist. I'm joined by my three lovely and amazing co-hosts right here. All right, Matt, Abby, Amanda. All right, and yeah, and that's what it is. I'll let them all share their handles with you guys at the end. Like,
did you say your name?
Oh, did I say my name? Hi, I'm Paul. It's good to meet you guys. I'm happy we're all here. That's kind of important, right?
Just a little bit, maybe.
No.
They're just they don't need to know my name. They just need to be captivated.
They
They
just
need to know your face.
The sound of my sexy voice. Yeah, they should know my face on the podcast.
Yes.
That's exactly. You have the face for radio. So, yeah, exactly.
And also a dark room too, while we're at it.
Oh, jeez, rip.
That's rough, buddy.
I just want to be beautiful, okay? It's because of my 90s pants. Don't hate on my pants.
The 90s isn't dead.
The 90s is not dead. So, okay.
I mean, I was born in the 90s. I mean, I'm still around.
We were all born in the 90s.
All?
I don't know. Were we all born in the 90s?
We were all
Yeah,
born
we
in the
all-
90s.
Yeah, I barely hit. I hit 91. That's it. Oh, we gave away my age. That's it. We're done. We're done here. Damn it.
As my homeboy Zuko said, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah, rip. Okay, so I'm gonna go around the table, and I want you guys to tell me just a fun fact about yourself, just so to get the ball rolling, and then.
So bad at
No, you're gonna be so good.
I'm not entertaining.
Okay, so Matt, tell me your handle, and then a fun fact about yourself.
All right, so I have two handles.
Okay.
Dual Screens Matt on Instagram, and I'm also known as Dual Screens, youtube.com/c/Dual Screens.
Always
I just
plug.
screwed that on.
No, always plug.
I always plug. And a fun fact about myself, I don't like doing college. That's a fun fact about me.
Okay, all right, that's
You
fair
really
enough.
don't like.
I don't like it.
That's okay. That's fair enough.
Does?
Dude, college is fun. I had a good time in college. I don't know
I'm
what you're
actually-
Oh,
talking
I'm having a
really
fun
enjoying
time. I
it
just don't
right
like
now.
doing
My
it.
favorite part of college is getting drunk and going to class. Anyway.
about. Oh, jeez.
That's our
Abby?
Amanda fun fact.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm pineapples_delight on pretty much all social media minus Twitter. I'm Papples Delight on Twitter because apparently Pineapples Delight was too long. But I don't use Twitter really. Spoiler alert. And a fun fact about myself. I really like baking, but not like getting baked, but like baking like cookies and stuff.
That's one hell of a fun fact. Let me tell you.
Abby did bring cookies today.
I did bring cookies today.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a fact.
And they're all right.
They were
Ow.
delicious. How dare you?
And they were gluten-free, so...
Oh, damn, they were gluten free too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were gluten free.
She'll
Oh my
die
God.
otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, also fun fact, Matt's my brother.
Oh yeah, that helps too.
I thought you were going to say, fun fact, I am doing...
Oh yeah, that too. That too.
Fun fact: I need healing.
No healers heal me.
What's up, fam dudes? I'm Amanda. My Instagram handle, and I guess my TikTok, because that's like all I ever use, is Manda, MANDA_EV, like the Pokemon. I don't have a fun fact, because I'm lame.
Her fun fact is there's no fun fact.
Yeah, my fun fact is I don't have one.
Your fun fact is you have merch in the form of shoes.
Oh, I mean, I guess,
Your shoes literally say Manda Evie on them. I don't want to hear this. They're merch as far as I'm concerned.
It's not merch, it was a gift.
Yeah,
Like,
but then you could take them and.
Share the story.
The story. What story?
The story of a girl.
Amanda's fun fact is a story.
So the video can see it, but for the audio, so Abby's holding my hand right now, and the fun fact is the first night that we actually hung out together, I got really, really drunk, and at 5 a.m. I peed in her front yard while she held my hand.
Because my dad was in the bathroom.
And there were bears.
And that's why you held her hand because you were scared because there was bears.
Yeah.
Nani?
It was also really, if you were drunk as I was, and you were told that there were bears in the neighborhood, you'd want to hold someone's hand.
Wait, where do you live? No, don't answer this question. This is a rhetorical question. But where do you live that there's freaking bears
In
everywhere?
the middle of the woods.
Northwest Jersey.
Are you kidding me?
Seriously. 100%.
There's woods everywhere. They like relocate bears to near our house.
And then they find our house.
They're like, ooh,
I want to pick you back then.
new house.
And what, they're just gonna, like,
in your
pick
cup.
Amanda up and, like, kidnap her and, like, that's the end? Like,
Yeah, and I would have still been peeing.
then we're down to
and
3 members of Consquad? Oh, okay.
She's just here in spirit, actually, guys.
Yeah, plot twist, I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm wearing a Day of the Dead shirt. That's
Actually a
appropriate.
ghost. I
Wow,
like
we're
your
already
shirt.
down 1 member on
My
episode
dad
1.
gets that.
Someone wants to know why Katie let you out on a school night.
What's up? Why, Katie let me out on a school night? Oh, man, that's a good question. Actually, fun fact, we film these and record these on a Tuesday night because this is the only time that we can all get together. So, yeah, you can hit the whoa on that. Hit the whoa like a pro. Wow.
Oh, just so you know, that's
Have you
gonna
ever
be
seen
happening
that?
at the reception.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, hitting the whoa?
Yeah, me and my sister are gonna toss the woe back at each other during the whole day. It's gonna be so great.
Okay. All right, so we have talked about literally everything. We literally brought on the conversation of bears before anything having to do with
Yeah, man,
our
bears.
general topics of anime,
The giant
cosplay.
horse dolls.
How long? We'll go in order. How long have you been cosplaying for?
Oof. Okay, so I have been
Big oof?
Big oof.
Big oof?
I want to. So the first convention I ever went to was back in 2010, October 2010.
Ooh.
So almost 10
You're
years.
old.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm so-
god.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
2010. What was the convention?
It was Manga Next, a very dead convention, and the precursor to anime.
Manga next.
Manga Next.
Okay.
It was held in
Respect.
It was held in like 2 rooms in a hotel. And I was cosplaying a homemade Umbreon.
How many
and-
people were there? How many people were in Manga
Like
next?
a whole 200.
Yeah?
I went on a Sunday too. Because that was the only day I was able to go. My mommy came with me because she didn't want me to go.
You don't want to drink your tea? Yeah, I can take your tea. I can take your
I
tea.
spit it back out because Amanda said manga next, and I was like, "Bleh," and then I looked at the live, and I just see me going, "Bleh."
That's that.
Also, just for people wondering, Manga Next was actually a spin-off of Anime Next.
Before Anime Next was a thing, right?
No, Anime Next has been a thing since the mid-2000s.
I
Really?
think 2002, 2003
Yeah,
was
I
the
think
first
Manga
year.
Next only ran for like a handful of years and
Like,
then just died.
3 to
Like,
4 years.
when I was in
Yeah.
high school, it was still a thing.
Still, but if you went to Manga Next, you're essentially an OG. You're an OG cosplayer. Like that's
I
it.
know Boku no
Like-
Pico.
Boku
Oh.
no Pico. Oh lord.
Well,
That's the
that's
sign
a
you've been in it
subject
for a
for
while.
another time.
Watch Boku no Pico.
No,
Do you have a
don't.
rating on this podcast?
It's 5 stars all the way. Okay.
No,
Oh wait. Oh, do we do have a?
like PG-13? Or
Oh
like
no.
R
This
or
is
some
R.
shit?
This is R plus. We're gonna curse and cover controversial, spicy topics.
That's for the end. We're talking about cosplay right now.
So controversial, spicy topics and also weeb tea. So which
I
can
love
also
weeb
get
tea.
controversial and spicy. So
Well, that's
there is
always gonna be
no.
controversial and spicy. So
Our rating, I guess, would be 18 plus. But
Just in case.
but
or
I'm-
16 plus.
I mean, I would like to say that like if we really go ham, like obviously this is alive now, but like if we really went ham, we would put like a disclaimer, be like, hey, kids, if you guys want to watch this podcast, just letting you know, this is like 18 plus,
Cool.
So yeah, we'd probably do something like that.
Yeah. All right. I guess we should continue.
What
with-
about you? How long have you
right.
been cosplaying
So
for?
this is a wild story. My first convention was in 2011. It was Anime Next. That was right before I got into cosplay because about 4 months later after Anime Next, I met my first huge weeb friend group, and so I started to cosplay in 2011 around Halloween.
So you went to
So-
Anime Next before you even cosplayed?
Yes,
You just
because-
went to go?
wait, 2011.
Yeah.
That was my first anime night.
But I guess I started to get more into cosplay like 2014, 2015-ish when I like started to make my own and like really like had more than just like I guess closet cosplays.
Okay.
And you know what?
So, like,
what would you
after
consider
high
your
school-
first cosplay to truly be like in terms of like when you started getting seriously into it?
So this is a throwback. So back when I was really into Hitalia.
This is gonna be the answer.
Oh boy.
So when I was really into Hitalia, you know what? Now that I think about it, this was in 2012.
I'm just letting you guys know we have our behind the scenes manager over here. Her name is Meg.
Say hi, Meg.
Shout out fragile.rubbish. She's laughing so hard in the back right now. Like this
Bring
is
back Italian 2019.
I'm laughing for this. But continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So it was New York Comic Con 2012, and I bought a Hungry cosplay, and it was like I think 100 Years War cosplay, and that was like the first time I was really like, cosplay. And then the next big one I remember that I was really into was another Hitalia cosplay, and it was a Nordic Character 5 song of Finland, because
whoa!
literally. So yeah,
I wrote so hard my pen flew out.
that's my story.
Okay.
This is a story.
Matt, what about you? How long have you been cosplaying for?
Actually, I want to talk how I got into cosplay. Because my little sister, that's what made me want to cosplay.
But when? But when?
I'm going to first skip the intro. Now I'm going to get into it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It was actually 2013 is when I started getting interest into it. You know, I wanted to go back to anime conventions because I skipped a whole year of going to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been going to cons since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going here the longest out of everyone. And I decided to be Hatsune Miku for my first cosplay.
Miku?
And I'm not talking, I did the male version. No. I went all the way.
You went all the... Wait, what? Define all the way.
I dressed up as a girl.
You dressed up as Miku?
Yep.
Okay.
Makeup and all.
Okay, but here's the question I'm going to ask. Striped pantsu? Pantsu?
No boxers, man.
Oh, you didn't go full Miku! You need the striped pantsus for full Miku.
Well, in my defense, I didn't know she wore them at this time.
Okay,
that is true.
That is so innocent.
That's fair enough.
I knew that.
I mean, you're
Right.
less innocent than me.
I mean, we're just...
I went to Catholic school, sir.
Sir!
That doesn't mean anything.
You right.
It's okay. There's always a chance to redo with full pantsu Miku.
All right, now, Paul.
Oh boy, I'm a baby.
You really are a baby.
I'm a baby compared to you guys. That's it. No, my first convention was New York Okay, so two different conventions here. Here's what we're gonna start with. All right. Two different conventions here. So my first convention was New York Comic Con 2017. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're talking like pretty recent here. And then I went so the first couple days, I went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 4 days. Thursday, Friday, I was just plain old weeb Paul, just like, dude, I walked in, I almost cried. All right?
Oh, that's so innocent.
Okay, because like, no, it was bad. Okay, like, I literally, so like, I walked in, right? Like, barbecue sauce on my titties. No, I walked in, it took me like 10 minutes of walking around, and I called Katie almost in like tears, and I was like, gee, I'm home. Like that is literally the words. I was like, I am home. And so that was Thursday and Friday, and the entire idea was I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna see like the cosplayers there and everything like that. I'm gonna debut my first cosplay on Saturday. So Saturday was Zeno from Dragon Ball Super that it was just coming out. He's the Omni King. And if you know who Zeno is, then you'll know that he is this little, like, 3-foot nothing, like, egg-shaped head guy with, like, Frieza ears. Like, that's, like, and he wears, like, this, like, gold flowing robe. And my idea was, like, okay, well, I'm gonna but there's two of them. There's two Zenos. One is from an alternate universe, and one is from the present universe. And my idea was, like, if they fused, they'd be this, like, really buff dude going to this convention, except this was when I was not so buff. So I just looked like instead of like
me.
Well, instead of like Paul, no, because like you're thin, you're essentially like shredded. I wasn't like Paul-ku, I was like Pudge-ku. Okay, so like I was like running around, and as this Zeno with this huge head on, could not see. Katie's walking me through crowds because I'm essentially in like a mascot head.
Katie's so
okay?
good.
Yo, she's so good to me, dude. Shout out my wife.
Actually,
she's amazing. Okay, like
Shout out Katie.
I don't know what I would do at Spice Studio Cosplay. I don't know what I would do without her. But so we did that.
Cry, BRB.
Rip. So we went to that was Zeno, right? And I consider that my first cosplay. I also had friends help me make the head and everything like that because I knew nothing of like foam smithing or anything. Like, this was like brand new skills that I had to like take out of the woodworks. But I don't actually believe that as my real convention. I think my real convention actually, where I like decided I was gonna be like a cosplayer, like full, like really go in, because you could go to a convention once, do cosplay, and be like, meh, it's not for me.
I want to be more of like the bystander, see all these cool things.
Bystander, photographer, videographer, someone who wants to create content, but not necessarily cosplay.
I mean, that's basically me for my first 6 years or so of conventions. I was just the bystander. I didn't want to do anything special. I was there for the merch and sometimes panels.
But it's always about the merch. How can you not be there for the merch?
I don't know about y'all, but I go for the artists, so...
Okay.
Oh, and
That's
I
a
suppose to make friends too.
Honestly, yeah.
Shout out Wholesome Meg.
So
Going for the good time with
just
her friends.
Yeah, that's what Meg just said. Wholesome friendship, and yeah, I like making friends. That's one of my favorite parts, and
Which we'll get into
so I
in a
can
little
get
bit.
another figure and feed my addiction. Also, another wig to feed my other addiction.
Cause Abby, we're there for the merch. Ugh. I'm there for the merch. Like, I need it. I'm addicted. But I'm sorry. I'm good. Second convention, full time. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna be a full time
Full-time cosplayer.
Full time
Goals!
cosplayer. Booyah.
That'd be a
Hashtag
cool
pay me.
job.
Hashtag make me money.
That'd be a
but,
cool job.
Support Paul on Patreon.
Yeah. Hashtag support my Patreon. But
we post some spicy noodles.
some spicy controversial topics. Anyway.
Oh, is that a spoiler alert for later?
Whoa.
My first real-time convention was that I decided I was gonna. Okay, I'm gonna be a full cosplayer. Was KatsuCon 2018. So like we had gone from October 2017, November, December, January, February, Katsu 2018. So my second convention ever, and that is where I decided I was like, okay, I want to do something that like I think is going to be like a popular character. Like I really like this anime, and like I was going through like a pretty big change in my life at this point in time. Like I had dropped like a lot of weight. I was like trying to
Well, Paul, of course, dropping a lot of weight. You always lift.
no, not like physical weights. I had dropped a lot of like Pudgeku weight.
Can I quit?
Like I went from being Pudgeku at New York Comic Con to being like slightly more in shape by KatsuCon. But I wanted to go as a character that I felt was going to be popular. And so who I went as was Deku. I went as Deku. And that was the first time I debuted Deku.
You went as Deku-woo?
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 So I did, but okay. This is going to be, okay, we're going to get into this right after this. I went as shoot style Deku costume Gamma. Okay? And Costume Gamma, as everybody knows right now, has the long gloves and the iron soles. And you'll want to know what didn't have the long gloves and the iron soles? The anime! Okay? So all the anime peeps were like, your gloves are too long! Haha! And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, read the manga! Like,
Can you please make the noise again?
your gloves are too long! Haha! And I was like,
Merch?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do a couple of decent impressions. Like, oh god, I don't even know. But like, essentially, I was like, listen up, fam, I will fuck you up. Like it was I was so pissed. My gloves were an adequate length. They were sewed out of furniture leather. Okay.
Oh, I remember these gloves.
And I sweated through these things. And the only comments I got were, "Your gloves are too long." Like, oh my god, I got featured by Funimation for my Deku.
I remember
I
that.
remember that.
And the commenters tore it apart. Yo, they're like, "Worse, Deku, gloves are too long." And I'm just sitting here just like,
Heathens.
and like I'm like positively replying to these guys. I'm just like, hey, like, thanks for your constructive criticism. Like,
Read the manga,
like,
you
wait till
assholes.
you guys see the manga. It's gonna be. But inside, I was like, ah! Like, I was so pissed. Like, it's like, I was so frustrated. But yeah, so that's when I decided I was gonna be a full-time cosplayer. Right then and there.
Because trolls.
Because trolls, and why not? But real talk, no, Katsu 2018 was a beautiful convention for me.
Never been to Katsu.
Yeah, I've never been to
has-
Katsu.
Every time Katsu rolls around, we're in school or something comes up,
Yeah.
and Katsu, I want to be in my
That's
bucket
in
list.
February?
February?
Yeah.
You too?
I've never been. Okay, my thing is that,
I've only ever been to Animax.
yeah. So my thing is
CloverCon.
that,
CloverCon, sorry.
I am gonna have my brain is exploding right now.
okay, no, so
I'm baby.
you also have like a job and are not in school.
You are OGs.
So shove it.
How did you not gone?
Because I actually wanted to go to Otakon and KatsuCon
Well, I've been to
when
Oda. I've been over that.
Okay,
What was
well,
fun?
this isn't about you right now. This is about me. I'm talking,
Yeah,
sir.
Matt.
Well,
I have the talking stick that's invisible, so...
And that's just beating with me with it.
Just beating with the tongue.
Okay, but yeah, no. So, like, my mom did not let me go to any conventions except Anime Next until I got to college.
Okay.
So, like, Anime Next was the only convention. I've been to consistently every single Anime Next. This year is going to be my 10th year, 2020. So I'm going to be fucking lit as fuck.
Same.
Right?
So you've been to every Anime Next, but so
in the last 10 years, yeah.
and then you went to CPAC too.
I went to CPAC a couple of times. I went 1 year, skipped a year, skipped 2 years, went another year with Sarah and Levi, I think, which is where I met all of you.
We're gonna
yeah.
come back to. What about you? What conventions have you gone to? How many?
Like total or just like convention names?
Just convention names.
Okay, so there is New York Comic Con that I talked about before.
I've been to
Anime
NYCC.
NYC, Anime Next, Otakon, Kineticon.
CloverCon, you just said.
Did I say there's Castle Point Anime Convention? I feel like I'm like forgetting one.
Have you ever been to MagFest?
Have not been to MagFest.
Okay.
It's been on my bucket list.
That's on my bucket list too. We should go this year.
I'm so game. Hell yeah. That's
Wait,
already.
wait,
We're in.
Matt, what about you? What conventions that
MagFest?
you've gone to? We will get to this.
MagFest in January. Everyone.
It's like pre-Katsu.
All right, just for people to know,
Pre-gaming
I've been to everyone
Katsu.
Abby just named because we go to cons together most of the time.
Okay. So, but have you ever been to like solo, like maybe like E3, more of like a YouTuber type convention?
I've
Because
never-
you're more of a YouTuber.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I've never been to those just because just never thought to.
Okay.
I've only been to ever anime conventions, and I'm ironically more of a gamer.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. So far I've been to New York Comic Con, Katsucon.
CPAC.
Then we went to East Coast Comic Con, CPAC. After CPAC was
Anime Next?
No, there's one more after CPAC.
You went to
I'm
Wizard
gonna go.
World.
We went to Wizard World Philly. Yep, that was it. Wizard World
that
Philly. Colossal Con East. And then I loved Wizard World Philly. Wizard World Philly was phenomenal. But Colossal Con East and then Anime NYC. And that's my convention list.
Oh
and
yeah, I
that's
forgot Anime NYC.
exciting.
that's within
Yeah.
a 2-year time period right
I've
there.
done New York Comic Con, Anime Next, Manga Next, East Coast Comic Con, CPAC. I also did Anime Fan Fest the 1 year that it ran.
Oh,
the singular year that
yikes.
it ran.
I-
That was a disaster convention.
No, but that's perfect. Wait, it only ran 1 year.
It ran 1 year.
Okay.
Crunchyroll sponsored it.
It also took over the
It
old
took over-
Anime Next space.
Hashtag
Yeah.
sponsor us, Crunchyroll.
Yeah, right?
So,
But yeah, so the tickets were $60 for the whole weekend.
Okay.
Which was what Anime Next left at. And it was only in the convention center. It wasn't in the hotels. It was just in that big room. What?
It's not Tanner.
I mean, it was the anime version of TanaCon, honestly.
It was the anime version of
But no,
TanaCon.
I want to say the attendance was like maybe 500.
Really?
Very
They
overpriced.
were oh hell yeah, because like Anime Next was $60, but it was like it was the convention center and then like 4 hotels.
Did you keep your badge?
I keep all my badges.
But you had you have so what is this convention?
Anime Fan Fest.
Anime fan. You have a limited edition anime fan fest badge. Potentially one of 500. Okay, and I mean, to people who collect badges, that could be money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not selling that shit.
Like-
no.
No.
It's like when we're old, kind of going crazy, we can be like, oh yeah, I was a weeaboo back in the day.
Back in my day, we used
like-
to hunt for witches.
Like, the con had potential. It was the only convention I've been to that had featured cosplayers.
Okay.
Which is why I liked it. It also had a bunch of voice actors. I met basically the whole cast for Full Metal Alchemist there.
Damn.
Aaron Dismuke is my absolute favorite person. He was just hanging out at the table. He was hanging out at the table. I didn't even know he was a voice actor. He was just eating a pork roll, egg, and cheese and just hanging out and like shooting the shit with a bunch of like workers and
Wait,
people.
pork roll. Taylor Ham.
Oh, we're not. This is not the spicy,
wait,
controversial
I didn't
topic
hear
I
you.
wanted to get on.
Oh,
Continue.
What do you say though? Do you say pork roll or
I
Taylor
say
ham?
pork roll, but I grew up down south.
pork roll.
I lived.
It's pork roll.
It's pork roll.
Taylor Ham.
I don't know
No,
what's
it's
wrong
pork
with the two
roll.
of you.
This is we're not.
Hold on, wait.
This is not the spicy, controversial topic I
Okay,
wanted to
people
talk about.
outside of New Jersey don't even know what we're talking about.
It's meat. We're talking about meat.
It's
damn it.
circular spam.
Wait, spoiler. Taylor ham and pork rolls both correct.
It's Taylor's apostrophe S ham pork roll.
I think you need to have some conviction, Abby. Okay, and pick a side. All right, you can't remain neutral forever.
that was open.
guys? It's Trenton.
Trenton Ham?
Actually, spoiler alert, it's made in Pennsylvania. Fun fact.
Oh my god, this is like heatheny.
Wait, also just saying, quick,
Was this a
another
spicy
off topic.
This is
If
not
you like
spicy
Wawa, you're not a true New Jerseyan. Wawa's native to Pennsylvania.
Okay, that I knew.
I wanted to crush Paul's hopes and dreams.
I also enjoy Wawa as well.
No, so
Okay,
do I.
but like,
Oh, okay,
Quick
yeah.
Check or Wawa?
Oh, I'll probably do Quick Check every day. Quick
I
Check
love
actually has a
Quick-
better egg selection.
Also, their iced coffees are dope.
Right, so good.
But Sizzlies and Hoagie Fest. Screw Quick Check Summer Sub Days. Hoagie Fest.
We are getting off topic
Okay,
here.
Okay, back on topic.
All right,
Oh yeah, so
back to being weebs and not regular people. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how regular that conversation really was. To tell you the truth.
Normies.
Yeah, why don't we move on to our next topic?
What was our next topic?
I don't know, guys. You're the one who wrote them down.
Was I running the show here? Yeah, who had my? Oh right, how we met.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
my
I already
God.
did a precursor to that.
Okay, so
Wait,
you want to continue your pre? Or
We
you want
can
to go?
start this though because we kind of
Wait,
started the
let
cascade.
me start the easiest one.
Okay.
Matthew and I are brothers. We've
Yeah,
known
we're
each other.
brothers.
We're siblings. Oopsie. We're siblings, so we.
Sisters, we're close.
I know where that's
Thank
from.
you. It's
I love
from,
you.
It's from Ren.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm a theater major.
Shout
Of
out
course
Ren!
I know.
Like,
Anyway,
That's the easiest one to start off with because we're blood related.
they have to know each other.
we're related by blood. We share the same skin.
We don't even have to be the.
connected.
We're like
However,
brothers, but only close.
see, while my sister's known me for her whole life, I've only known her since I was 5.
Yeah, that is very true.
Wow.
Not wrong.
He's got a couple of years ahead of you.
Wow, it's like he's
you
an
know,
older
like,
sibling or something.
He has an entire life.
Maybe physical.
He has an entire life that you don't know about. How do you feel about that? Can you tell me your thoughts?
You'll know
Thoughts on
nothing of
this?
the Squat Cat's life.
Can I get a?
Ooh woo.
Oh,
That's his secret life before he's 5.
This-
He was an e-girl before.
the secret Uwu e-girl life.
E-boy, whatever, yeah.
Ooh, you're so warm.
No, Matt was totally an e-girl.
I believe that.
I know
Yes.
this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we
Fucking go. Right. Exy knows his up.
I thought you were gonna nail it, and then
Yeah.
I was looking. Pa! Like,
I thought of like a lyric ahead.
okay.
I do that a lot. Exting no,
Ex domino spiritus unus.
Exting pounces on you. I hit the table.
I keep
this?
smacking the
What
table.
is
This is
this?
gonna kill the
It's a
audio.
TikTok sound.
Oh, I haven't been on TikTok.
You don't know the
Alright.
Uwu song?
There's an Uwu song?
There's a full Uwu song. Yeah, we're gonna play it for you after this. But actually, that should be our credit roll at the Uwu song.
The Uwu
Is
song.
that copyrighted?
If it's on
Might be.
TikTok, it might not be.
Okay, we're gonna see if the Uwu song is copyrighted, and if you want to hear it, we're gonna play it at the end of this.
But let's discuss how we all know each other. Minus me and Matt, because that was.
Okay.
That was pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
So-
see, that's why I started off with that.
Ours is fun, I feel like. So, it was CPAC.
2018.
2018.
Pouring
Ooh,
outside.
this is a fresh
Literally?
friendship.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you guys seem so close.
Oh no, we are. We're
No.
extremely close.
Me and Abby, if I was over her house, we would stay up until like literal sunrise just talking and then sleep for an hour.
Okay.
And then get back up and restart the process.
So,
Yeah.
Castle
You know what?
Point, 2018.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
the length of the friendship does not have anything to do with the strength of the friendship. Let me throw that out there right now. Like, you can be
Exhibit
100%
A.
friends with someone for 2 days, and that bond that you guys create might be like,
The three of us are so close. Abby and I have known each other for 8 years.
Yeah.
what?
Megan and I have known each other.
And then I
And
just
then,
kind
like,
of inserted
and then
myself.
just
We
kinda
became
came
the
in,
Baku
and I
She
was
sisters.
yeeted herself.
Yeah,
Baku
yeet!
Sisters.
Anime Next happened. Like, yeah, we met before, but Anime Next happened, and that's where it kind of
Yeah, that just
like,
kind of
clicked.
solidified it.
Okay, man, I'm sorry.
All right, yeah.
Continue
So,
going.
okay, so it's the line outside for CPAC.
Pouring rain.
Pouring rain because they didn't plan properly.
And,
I'm Toga. Were you Deku this day?
I was Deku.
You were Deku.
With an actual broken finger.
Yes.
Real broken finger.
And then you had me who actually bought his
You were
ticket.
wandering
and-
around.
No, I
You
had my
didn't-
ticket and actually walked in there.
Yeah, so.
Anyway, but yeah, so we were shooting the shit. We were like joking around a lot, like just that whole time.
Yeah, like in line.
And we were all just suffering together, and like Gabby was there too, and she was also Toga, and I was Toga. So
I
yeah.
love Gabby.
We just kept talking, like hanging out, whatever, on the line, and we were there for like an hour, so we had a lot of time to bond. And then like we get into the actual convention, we all like we're just wandering around, and I'm just keep passing the same group of weirdos like all freaking day.
And we're making the same dumb faces at each other.
Yeah, like that's literally all it was. And then I was wandering around.
Yeah, and it's also important to note we already exchanged like social medias at this point too.
We already exchanged social medias. We were following each other, so that was like, all right, cool, yeah, mutuals, cool. And this is actually the convention, so I'm super. So I'm like super shy, and I feel really starstruck no matter who it is. So I was following Paul at the time, and like I knew who he was, and I saw him, and I was just like, I'm gonna go get a selfie with him.
Doesn't this mean only at this point Paul was only like a quote-unquote full-time cosplayer for like a few months at this point?
Yeah, literally. Like, yeah, literally.
I think I found you from someone, shout out for shout out.
Probably. I mean, I took one Deku photo, one like really decent Deku photo from a photographer named Jason LeBoy. Shout out Jason. It didn't necessarily go viral, but it really kind of cemented me into like the Deku community, you know, because it was like an older style kind of Deku. Like all the other Dekus were young, and it was more of like adult hero Deku. And in the photo, I'll show it to you guys after, but it's more of like, it's got kind of like fused Deku with Tom Cruise almost, you know? Like I just and like the background is kind of like shit. It's like, it's a very like preemptive. And also I follow up all my posts with like a dank quote, the dankest.
You're always good at quotes.
But I pull it from the manga, and then like my one quote was like about like Chisaki, you know, like Deku thinking about Chisaki, like his attack coming, trying to like preemptively, like he looks worried. I'll show you the photo, but hey,
I think I know the photo.
Continue.
But yeah, so then like I saw Paul, and I was like, I'm gonna get a selfie with him. So I like waddled up to you, and I was like, I know you, I follow you, can I get a selfie? Blah, blah, blah. And then like I continued to run into you, and then like I looking back on it, I feel like creepy as all hell, because then we ran into you in the parking garage, and we were doing a shoot, and we were just kind of like hanging out there.
No, you guys were more. No.
Like, I don't like, because I know with some people, it's like, I've been in those situations where somebody, like, they know you and they follow you, and then they quite literally follow you, and then, like, they don't leave you alone. I
want to add on that. Like, okay, I have met, so, like, I've been mutuals with, like, cosplayers, right? And there are some cosplayers out there that, like, I'll see, like, I'll really like their work, like, I'll give them the follow. They won't follow me back. But I know they're going to, like, the convention. So I'll just, like, put that information in the back of my mind. Like, I'm not, like, actively, like, gonna be like, oh, hey, I don't know who's a good one, like Leon Shiro. You know, like I'm not gonna be actively like looking for him. But I'll know, like in the back of my mind, like, oh yeah, he's going to this convention. He's gonna be Jotaro on one day. Maybe he's gonna be Jotaro on like Saturday or something like that. Like I'll keep an eye out for him. You know.
So in other words, stalking.
And then
not
necessarily.
Really.
And then,
it's just like keeping it in your mind.
But if I see him, you know, I will make sure to engage him. You know, just be like, hey, what's going on? I want you to be my friend. Like, you know, like it's like less aggressive than that. But like I totally understand like where you're like there are some people that I'm just like, I want to be this person's friend.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like instantly.
I still don't know how we actually became friends, because like
it's funny because I do, and I have a good one for you too.
Yeah, like I don't know how. Like guys, like Paul is the greatest bean. So yeah.
Okay, wait.
Just because like wait. Because like I like was just sitting in on Paul during his photo shoot, and anytime he would like come to the side, we would just start like talking about photography and stuff. And then like we got a couple of shots with me as Toga and you as Deku, and then y'all showed up. And then we were hanging out.
Because you messaged me on Instagram saying, hey, if you want me to do photos of you.
Yeah.
That was Amanda's biggest mistake of her life.
I mean, you see,
welcome
like
to hell, bitch. We're friendship now.
Although I got such good shots. Like I got probably like some of my favorite photos like ever. But yeah, so a lot of my like favorite shots came from like a photo shoot that I did with you guys. Yeah. But anyway. But yeah, and then like we kept talking, and then
and that was it. Okay, all right. So
that's just kind of like, and then Anime Next happened, and then we had the catastrophe at 5 a.m.
That's a story for another.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Also, prior to Anime Next, me and Amanda kept on messaging back and forth. Amanda's like, do you like Alcon? I was like, yeah. We kept on talking back and forth. And also, quick side fact, we didn't think this friendship was going to bloom this crazily. We're just
both
like...
of us.
Yeah, we were just like... And also my brother, Matt, we were all just like, oh, it's just going to, you know...
No.
Con friendship.
I never said that. You're the one who thought that.
You thought it.
No, you
No.
You told me you did.
You thought it.
Oh, you thought wrong. We thought wrong.
That
Yeah,
wrong.
no, because then like
No, I was
we
the one
actually
telling
came
you,
to visit.
I was the one telling you there's a chance.
Okay, he
No,
did
because
say
that's
that.
what happens. It's like I've met a bunch of people at like cons or meetups, and like I want to be friends with them, but then like we just don't click enough to where we'd actually contact each other outside of like cosplay
Instagram.
things.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like I can talk to you guys about like life stuff in general, but like with them, it's like outside of like
Oh,
weeb
hey,
or
what's
like
up?
weeb culture things that like doesn't really meet up. But then like we were hanging out and it like really kicked off.
Oh, it was
and
beautiful.
Here we are.
Yeah, no, I
And
agree.
also-
There's like definitely like people that I've met before that I'm like, okay, this is a person who like I can like talk to about normal stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like, or just in general like a person I wouldn't necessarily like mind texting. You know, I might have a great time with them at a convention and everything of it,
Yeah.
but it doesn't necessarily mean I want to like
It's
go
like-
out and
it's
It's
text
like having
them.
a friend
like,
at school but not hanging out. outside.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
actually the best
That's
way to
the
describe
greatest
it.
Yeah.
way to think about it.
That's
yeah.
con friends. They're yeah.
Con
it's,
friends,
it's
work
like,
friends, school
Why
friends.
am I raising
Yeah.
my hand? Okay.
what do you consider the crossover between con friends and real friends? Like, and here's what I mean. Like, is there a moment, and like, and when I say a moment, like, when you accept them on Facebook, or like, or when you like text them, like when you is there a specific moment that like you decide, okay, like we're gonna be friends now?
So in my
For me, you let me into your house.
it's like literally like when we text, like I don't want to say text regularly because you know sometimes you don't always text like your best friend all the time.
That was
But like,
Wink.
but it's like I consider like the first time you hang out because like the everyone's big joke is like, oh, it's Facebook official, but like we don't always all use Facebook, so
Yeah,
I always
plus-
consider the first time you like actually hang out. Like, that's, like, outside con friendship.
yeah.
Or, like, meeting up. Like, when we all met up at the Ren Fair.
That
That
was
was so much
God,
I want to go to the Ren Fair again, guys.
we're gonna go. We're gonna go this summer.
I mean, we were gonna go on the day.
Yeah. I kind of use the Facebook, like not necessarily
I
for like
love
for
Facebook.
you guys, but like just in general. Like, I don't search anybody out, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I very
Well,
rarely
you
search
popped up my
anybody.
recommended.
Yeah,
So did you.
but like if you
You
pop
let
up
me
in
add
my
you, so.
if you pop up in my recommended, I will add you, and if you accept, we're friends. Like that. Like that's it.
Yeah.
You have crossed the border from being a convention friend to a real friend now, and like that. Like that's it. Like
Yeah,
you
because
know.
like I don't know about most people nowadays, but like I don't give out my Snapchat and I don't give out my Facebook because those are super personal.
I don't
to
even
me.
Snapchat, bro. I should probably start.
You should get
selling
one.
You know,
if
I'm
you want to
actually
see my
surprised.
copyrighted Amanda rants, get a Snapchat. Just
They're
saying.
beautiful.
See pictures of my dog.
I'll
yeah,
probably
but
just sell
like-
my private Snapchat
like-
on Patreon.
18 plus.
18 plus.
I'm telling
31.
Katie.
No.
But yeah,
No
like
spoiler.
Facebook is like that's where like I have my family. Like that's where you can get like that's where you can get into stalker mode. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
I have you on Facebook, like I genuinely think you're a great person.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm a great person? Are you sure you know me?
I'm a great
You're all
person.
uninvited for my wedding. That's it.
Alright.
I'm
so
making
happy I
your
can
wedding
go-
cake. You don't have a choice.
I'm so happy I can go now.
Same.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
that made me
fun
so
fact,
excited.
I am making Amanda's wedding cake.
Fun fact.
Really?
I'm
I
getting
am.
married.
What are you gonna make
And
it?
fun fact, I'm eating
What?
part
You're
of
not
the
gonna
wedding
tell her.
cake.
You're just gonna surprise her
Oh,
with
no,
a
I
cake?
already told
Yeah,
her.
she
Oh,
already told
okay,
because
you already told her.
I'd rather get it's stuff from the client
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than just be like, here, it's a cake you hate. Because, let's say Amanda hates
Chocolate cake.
chocolate.
If I like
Oh
jam,
yeah, no, I'm
then,
not
yeah.
talking about like color, but like, are you like decorating it? Like, she's not gonna know what it looks
Oh,
like.
I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Okay,
the only
so-
thing that I know is I'm putting dinosaurs as the topper.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Other
So-
than that, it's gonna be.
It's gonna-
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I'm
Like
so
I
excited.
did my boss's wedding cake.
okay, turned out good.
It's so pretty. I'll show you pictures after.
All right,
It's
show me
one of my
pictures.
favorite things.
All right. So,
Yeah.
how did I meet you guys?
Ooh.
Oh damn.
Oh, I know
Okay.
how I met Paul.
So well, here's my recollection of
Here's
this.
the motherfucking.
So
Well, I was there when you met Amanda. I was there in the background.
you were there in the background, yeah, exactly. So I was basically
But I didn't meet you.
we met. I'm gonna get to you. We met a little differently, or I really got to know you, not so much at the first after the first two times is when I actually got to like really know you.
Yeah.
Like we've encountered each other 3 times. After the
this the
second,
whole
after the
time.
third time at the convention, I was like, oh okay, yeah, and I'll tell you the exact moment too.
No, I'm pretty sure the convention starts with an A.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, all right. So
No, I know the moment.
here is
You were upstairs.
The tea.
here is the tea. Okay, so I was Deku, and Amanda was Toga, and we were at CPAC 2018, and basically, like, I was doing a photo shoot with I had an Uraraka, a Tokoyami, and a Todoroki, and I was shooting with Clouds of Sand Photography. She was great, by the way. She was an absolutely wonderful photographer. And Amanda was there as Toga, and they're kind of like hanging out in the background. We were with Dobby and Levi. Oh my god.
Yeah, Sarah and Levi were there as Shigaraki and Dobby.
Yes, you were with Shiggy and Dobby, and I was like, "Hey, how would you feel about sitting on my chest?" And you were like,
"Hey, do you want to straddle me?"
Oh no, that comes later. So I was like, how do you feel about sitting on my chest? And she was like for a photo. I was like, yes, okay, so here's what I want, like this, and then you stab the needle into the arm, and that's what we're gonna. And you agreed.
We need to recreate that.
And
photo.
we got a dope photo. We got a dope
good.
photo. Okay.
I love that photo of you guys. It's so great.
It is. It's an excellent photo. But then. So that was like when we first met. I didn't really meet you.
That's also my
at
favorite
CPAC
joke.
2018.
I think we made eye
We
contact.
made eye
and
contact
said hi.
and said hi, exactly. And same thing with you. We made eye contact, like said hi, I introduced
Eye
myself
contact.
and everything like that.
Actually, I don't remember you introducing yourself.
Are you sure? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean not to.
Can I just say when I
sorry,
first saw
Hi,
it, I
my
was
name's
like,
Amanda.
whoa, he's real.
Oh no.
Oh, pleasure.
But anyway, so we went to CPAC together, and then that was it. Then we had a little interaction over online, right? And then we have Anime Next 2018, and we're shooting with Martin, or you're shooting. Oh, I'm shooting with Martin, and you're coming and you're walking around, right? And I see you, and the first words out of my mouth are, "Amanda, straddle me." That was it.
That
she
kicked
literally
off Anime Next, and I was like, okay.
She's like, okay. Literally full on sprints, runs and jumps onto my back. All right, and freaking Marlon is having a great time.
I love shooting with them so much.
He's just like, oh my god, what is happening
because
right
him
now?
and Ron just kind of rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ron was there too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we were like, okay. I was like, okay, here's what we're gonna do.
God.
I was like, stab the neck. Like that was that.
That was also really great.
But you're our height comparison.
Yeah.
Just makes it so good because you're short and I'm tall, so we can make you bigger or smaller, depending on how you move.
I hope the longer that we continue this friendship, the more we have to keep up the tradition of you picking me up at least once every year.
So far, it's been once every year.
So
Has it been every convention?
Every convention, you've picked me up, or we've done something.
Or something, yeah.
So let me get this straight. You're good at picking up girls.
I am married, sir.
Hey, I'm not here to judge.
So
can I say your wedding band looks fucking dope?
So this is a silicone band. This isn't even my real one.
Smart.
I wear my silicone one for work because I don't want to get my fingers chopped off by accident. So because I work in construction. That's it. The magic is ruined. No. But no,
you're not a full-time weeaboo.
You're not a full-time weeaboo, God. You don't stay in your basement the entire time.
Ko-fis and Patreons?
Yeah, basically. Oh wait, dude, I should start a Patreon. I probably should.
We can start a Patreon.
Oh God. All right, but anyway. So and then as far as Abby goes, I'm gonna let you tell ours.
Yeah.
As far as Abby goes, I didn't really get to fully I met you at Anime Next.
Oh wait,
right?
hold on.
We had an interaction.
Yeah.
And then but anime
we ate sushi together.
We ate sushi
you gave
together.
me your pineapple from your pina colada.
Yup, exactly.
Also,
but what sealed the deal for me was our photo at Anime NYC. Okay, when I was Mirio and you were Deku.
Oh, I love that photo.
And we hit the JoJo so hard. Do you remember that?
That was so great. I want to work on it so I have more flex, because I do have lots of flexibility, but I get stiff easily. So I really want to fix my flexibility so we can hit it even harder.
See, I thought we hit that.
We hit it so good though.
We hit it so good with a cell phone photo.
That was so good.
I kind of wish we had a real photo to go off of.
Guess we just have to do one, Meg.
We gotta update your gloves.
And I got a new Deku because I hated my old one. Though I sold it to Gabby.
Okay.
Shout out Lumi Nox. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Gabby.
Shout out Gabby.
I love Gabby.
I have a Deku wig too.
We can all be Deku.
We can all be Deku.
We'll be a forest of broccoli, except for Matt, who will just be All Might.
Dad might.
Hey.
But I got a new Deca wig, and I like it a lot better than my old one because I just like the way it floofs out better.
It was also, like, you requested that from Arda to make it, and then they did.
No, that was for my Femdeck wig.
Oh, there
my
we go.
Femdeck wig, which I haven't debuted. That was the one for Anime NYC.
Oh!
Femdeku.
Femku?
Femku, I'm debuting at Anime NYC.
Okay.
And the wig I wanted, at Arda Wig, they didn't have it in that olive green color. So at Anime NYC 2018, I was talking to them and I'm like, are you guys gonna get this in this color? Or this or that? Or do you have it in this color? Like, no, but you can request it. So I requested the Jane in olive. 3 months later, it was on their website.
Oh my god.
And as soon as it got on the website, I literally bought it because I'm like, this is going to be a popular choice, I feel like, for a femme deku. It's so pretty.
I need you to make me a wig because
Got you.
I have too many TikTok ideas for a spicy Baku boy, and I need a Bakugo wig so bad.
Oh, I got you.
Like,
I've actually styled a Bakugo wig before.
That's I know. I've seen your Bakugo. I liked it. That's why I'm coming to you. I'm like, I need a Bakugo wig, like straight up. Like, let me know which one to get. I'll just like pick it up. And I'll just like drop it off to you one day. Yeah. All right, Matt. Let me know. And then I'm gonna change it up. Like we, Matt. I'm gonna go, and then we'll go.
All right, so how I initially met Paul was actually at a photo shoot that I inadvertently.
Oh, was it the beach shoot?
Yeah, because I was not invited. I just
Really?
happened to be there. I remember Paul
No,
before.
I was invited.
Yeah,
and
I
then
just
you were
went-
included because
I
I
was
was
in
my hero. You were my hero. We were shooting with Livy, and I always
Shout out
blank
Libby
on
Cool
her name.
Cosplay. Shout out Rin Cosplay NYC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Libby
Like,
and
we
Rin,
were all,
who are
and then it was Sarah and
dolls. I
Levi.
love
We were
them.
all cosplaying my
I just
hero, so
happened to
like
be
by
there.
default, we were all kind of together.
Yeah, so that's how
Yeah.
the setting where I met Paul. But I didn't really know Paul. As Abby brought up, the sushi. I was there for that.
Also, like that beach shoot was iconic. Just saying.
I was a wonderful.
Maddie
beach
was
shoot.
there too. That was what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Maddie.
also,
She was froppy.
and also there was a
Shout out Evils. Like
Evils.
Evils.
E-whales.
E-whales. Exactly. No. Shout out Evils. Like anyway, continue.
Of course, we had sushi and watched Paul fail eating sushi.
Okay.
That was
honestly,
hilarious.
I totally forgot you were with us that year for sushi.
My chopstick skills have grown so much.
They
They
since
did.
then. All
This
right,
year, you were pretty good.
I've practiced. It took me an entire year, okay, like wax on, wax off type of deal. All right, but
Well, I mean, you're the Jersey kid. You can be Miyagi's student.
yo, I Miyagi sushi so hard now. Like I'm good. I can. But I will tell you, I still cannot pick up an individual grain of rice. Like that's
sorry, guys.
That's like the test. You have to pick up like a single grain and
Get
just
on
like
our level, Paul.
like do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do it yet.
Single
I can only pick up like I don't know, like even this pen cap I'd probably struggle with. Like I could, but like a sushi roll, a big old thick sushi roll, like extra thick, I'm okay with. Like I can totally do that, no problem. But yes, especially if it's a Godzilla roll. Anyway, continue.
oh, I love Godzilla rolls.
Godzilla.
Ugh.
Godzilla.
Godzilla!
Thank you. It's non-denominational.
So, of course, I do see Paul at the Run Fair and stuff like that following.
So much fun.
But it's one of those things like, oh, hey, it's Paul, what's up? He knows me, I know him. That's just basically it. I meet Katie, too.
Yeah.
And now we
Power
flash
friendship.
forward to Sunday of Anime NYC.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting down, and Paul, I know you wanted to find something. So you didn't know where the artist gallery was at Anime NYC. It's Sunday. I'm like, wait, I know where it is.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, I'll show you. We go there. It's closed.
No.
No, it has 10 more minutes opening. The woman's like, nope, upstairs, it's closed. It's like, but it's got 10 minutes left, Paul. So it's like, nope. So we just, Paul, hang out. That's kind of just what sparked it.
That was shenanigans, by the way. That was absolutely close. All right. So what? I'm gonna like let you know like our encountered moment. Our encountered moment was after sushi. I'm gonna say of Anime Next this year. Okay, when that like we're all walking back from sushi and that guy is like, "Hey, can I get a flick?" You know what I'm talking about? You remember that? Okay, the look on your face.
Can I get a flip?
Can I get a flick? The look on
just
your
wanted a
face
flick.
was just so like he wasn't even talking to you. He was talking to.
He was talking
Sarah
to
Levi.
Levi.
He was talking to Sarah and Levi, but the look at your face, you were just like, "What is a hat?" Like you couldn't
get a
understand this
I
dude.
completely
And
forgot
that
about
is when
that
I was like,
right
"Yep, we're gonna be
now.
friends. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be perfect." That was it for me. Like I was like, "Yep, boom." Like I was like, "Can I
forgot
got
that
flip?"
happened.
Can I get a fleck? It was like when we get merch, I want to like
Can I
like
get
a
a
camera.
fleck?
I'm like, can I get a fleck? Like like yo, that guy was going off though.
Saying
Like
that all the time.
right.
That was my favorite drunk person of the weekend.
Oh my! But yeah, that was my
Hated
defining
that,
like
but it was
that's
so
it, Matt.
funny.
Like we're here now. Like turkey got him. Like so that was it. That was defining moment.
Okay, so we had 2 defining moments.
Yes, 2 defining moments. One from Anime NYC and then one from
Anime Next. So
Anime Next.
See, I feel like our
months.
second defining moment was Anime NYC when I was your fucking handler.
yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
So Paul was the only person that I knew at Anime NYC on Friday, and I was cosplaying my mashup of Harley Quinn and Ariel, so nobody really knew me. But everybody knows Paul and his iconic Deku.
I'm the
So
mayor.
every 2 seconds, it was like, "Hey, hold this. Someone wants my photo," and I was like, "I'm just gonna continue to hold this." Like I'm not mad. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I'm so sorry.
I don't care though.
I'm just letting you know, if you hang out with me at conventions, this happens. Like, and
It's
like if
fine.
we're not the same like genre, like this is gonna happen like all the time.
I
Like,
didn't care.
and even like I'm sorry.
When we were at Anime Next and I was with you guys, I don't care. At that time, I didn't really want my picture taken. But everyone's like, "Can I get a picture of you guys? You're the big 3." And I just kept taking every
No, Meg!
That's how it's
But, like,
been
that's-
every year for me.
I feel like
I'm
that's
sorry.
the quiet like agreement of like being convention friends is like if your friend's getting a photo, you take their stuff.
Yeah,
Like, that's just the
exactly.
Or
Exactly.
alternatively,
Like-
if you're just Matt and you just always carry everything.
You do. But now I have my rolly bag, so you're not my pack mule anymore.
So
Same.
you say that now.
I have my rolly bag. I bought a new one.
A new rolly bag.
I held that.
You know it's probably.
Minutes.
I didn't have. Abby had
Not
a
a-
rolly bag. I still have a
No, I didn't.
Not a
Where's the
Budweiser
bag?
cooler.
That was
Yes,
Yes.
although that Budweiser cooler was
For-
great,
Okay,
but I have an
still.
actual rolly backpack now. I got it from Goodwill. It was $6. It was great.
This
Oh.
happened to me at Colossal Con East, where I did the Punisher and Katie did Karen Page, and everybody thought Katie was just a very well-dressed woman. And
Or was she
And-
well dressed?
she was incredibly well-dressed. She always looks beautiful. But, like, so, like, I was like, so, like, after the literal 30th time of this happening, I just, like, took some of the blood from my face, and I literally just, like, smeared it on her. And I was like, you're in character now. Like,
No,
and-
she was Simba.
But, but no, but like that is like what was that is what happened. Like it was like, oh, I smeared it, and then like everybody was like, oh my god, she's part of the cosplay. Ha,
Yeah,
ha.
now you
like,
realize it.
exactly. It was like, you fools.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch topics real quick.
Oh boy, yeah.
Is it controversial time?
This is controversial topic. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna get serious for like 2 seconds.
All right,
Oh, that's a
serious
long
time.
time.
No
Okay.
more.
No,
fun,
no, it
guys.
is. It is super serious. Unfortunately, we did this weekend. America did suffer a tragedy. Okay, 2 tragedies actually. We had one shooting in Texas and one shooting in
Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. And so I just want to take like 10 seconds to just like give like a moment of silence for those guys. Like so count it up at 10. All right, we'll do 5. 5 is good. Sorry. But so that's the serious topic. And that's as serious as I'll go on it. Okay, because I don't want this podcast to be about that kind of stuff. No politics, no anything like that. But here's my controversial question. Okay, for you guys. All right, so our president. I don't care what your opinions are on him. We're not going to discuss those here. Like
This is already spicy.
that is so far beyond our
Scope.
our scope where we're just talking about weeb
about
stuff.
weebs.
Okay, but our president, and so like this 99% of politics we will not cover. This 1% that happens to fall into our umbrella, I feel it's important to cover. 1 and 2. It's also. It falls into our section, like when does weeb culture and politics mix? They don't.
Well, actually, Obama did bring up. Thank you.
President Obama. No kidding.
Yeah, he did bring up. Thank you for anime and manga.
That's
He
true.
was also in Osamatsu-san, just saying, President or Obama.
And also, Elon Musk wants cat girls. He's not a president. He just wants cat girls. Anyway, so our president, he said that recently, the other day, he said, we must stop the glorification of violence in our society.
This includes the gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace. So here's my question, okay? Do video games, and not talking you in particular, I'm talking about us as like a society and everything like that. Like, do video games make you violent? All right, so think about that question. All right, raise your hand when you're ready to answer.
I don't even have to think.
All right, Matt.
Look, as somebody who's covered M-rated games on his YouTube channel.
Define an N-rated. What is an N-rated game?
M-rated game. I did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
M.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've done Resident Evil 4. I've done Red Dead Redemption. I've done other Rockstar games. Am I a violent person? Will I ever attack someone? No.
That's a fair assessment. And you're essentially
a part-time YouTuber.
I was gonna say full-time YouTuber, but like you're a YouTuber, and what is your channel?
Dual screen.
And you cover straight up video games from across the board.
Yeah, I've covered M-rated games. You know, games where decapitation is not uncommonplace.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I do not want censorship from media because also not believing it's there is bad. It's there. It happens in the world, America, anywhere. You know, believing it's not there is not correct.
You're absolutely that is true.
Ignorance is bliss.
You raise your hand next.
Yeah, so I get very angry about this topic.
Okay, good. That's what I want. All right, spicy and spicy and controversial.
For people who cannot see this,
Paul just dropped water on all
Launched
of us.
water.
I just
at us.
launched water at them for spicy and controversial. I needed to cool them down because they were spicy
All right.
and controversial.
So the thing that pisses me off the most about that is like, there is no study, to my knowledge, that connects violence to violent video games and violent media.
I'm so sorry.
You got the brunt of it.
Water never killed me.
Fun first podcast. Continue. I'm sorry.
I guess I kind of have to like dip into the recent events that happened, but
But just a toe, not anything
it's
crazy.
just to connect it to the fact that like it's hate breeds hate. So it's like these people were continuously influenced in their natural lives with it, not so much what they were consuming. So like I have nephews that are old enough to play video games that have some sort of violence. So like Minecraft is a great one. It's a it's a kid game, but you have to kill animals to eat them. But like
which game is this? This is Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and okay, Fortnite. Fortnite is mostly played by kids too, but it's like that doesn't necessarily make you violent. Like, you can play all these video games, that doesn't really make you a bad person. What makes you a bad person is you as a person. So, like, saying that violent video games and violent media are the reasons for all of this is just kind of bullshit.
and just play a blunt, some people are less mentally stable than others.
Yeah, like, that's stretching into a whole different political.
Yeah,
I'm not touching that.
That's gonna go into an entirely different thing. What about you? Are you raising your hand, or are you
raising my hand so I can
Oh, okay.
next.
So you can. I'm so sorry. By the
No,
way, I
it's
did
okay.
not mean to. And to you too, man.
I got like nothing compared to her.
I soaked you guys. We full on sent. Like, do the comments even recognize that on there? I'm just curious to know.
No, it's just
Right.
a lot of people joining.
Okay.
Nobody's really commenting.
Nobody's
about
really.
that.
Everybody's focused on our spicy and controversial topic.
I
All right.
guess.
All right. So, you raised your hand. You have an answer. What is your
All right.
answer?
So obviously, what Trump said, that's implying like, we learned these behaviors through a video game. But when I'm in school learning about the Holocaust,
No, because you're fucking right.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. It's our first podcast. We already brought up the Holocaust, so just
That's true.
That's
When
continue.
we were in school learning about the Holocaust, learning about like just pretty much anything terrible in
Cavemen.
history. Cavemen weren't terrible.
Dude,
That's
they
just-
killed others.
Yeah.
Other cavemen for to get their cave women.
Either way. But when we learned that, we were like, cool, let's do that right now. So Trump saying that is saying we should technically learn this violent from history. So
We're also supposed to learn from history.
exactly, which that's another topic. But him implying that we learn violence from video games is kind of stupid, in my opinion. Just because then, in theory, we should learn to be violent from the past. But we all see the Holocaust and we're like, oh, that's terrible. Let's, not do that. So.
I have a very similar connection point there, but you go first.
So, again, I don't want to like bring up anything that's super controversial, but I went to Catholic school for my entire time between 3 years old to like 8th grade. I remember distinctly learning that Jesus was slaughtered and nailed to a cross since I was a small girl.
These are facts. You're not wrong.
And this isn't a church, and we would reenact these every single year.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's everywhere.
Please don't tell me you were selected to help do that.
Oh, no, I was. Like, every year, like, 8th graders, like, they were the ones that put it on. So, you know, every year I had to see, like, a 13, 14-year-old boy get, like, fake beaten to death on the altar.
Oh,
That's
geez.
great.
All right, so here...
Those days.
Oh, wait. All right, so here's my take on this, okay? Very similar. Okay, so you brought up religion. You brought up history, okay? You brought up video games in general, okay? Yeah. And what is a video game? Like that is my first question. I personally think, first of all, I hate the term, like, I know they're called video games, but I hate the term video. Like, who uses, like, I feel the person who uses video game is already out of the culture. You know? Like, you don't, I don't want to say, like, we all have our own, like, subgenres or anything like that, you know, but, like, you could have, like, if people are playing Fortnite, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're going to play Fortnite, or we're going to play Minecraft. You don't go, oh, I'm not going to play the video game Fortnite, we're going to play the video game Minecraft, or they just call it the game. You know, they never really throw the word video in front of it.
You mean how you lost the game?
Oh, damn it. So,
I had to, I'm sorry.
But, like, same thing, like, I'll be like, when I text my buddies to get online, I'll be like, hey, game? And they'll be like, yeah, PUBG, done. Like, you know, but, like we never, like, I feel like the only time it's ever talked about or addressed as video game is when there's, like, a negative connotation to it. But anyway, that's just something.
I feel like I call them video games whenever I'm talking to, like, older generations about them.
Say
mm-hmm. Or, like, I mean, like, even, like, when you go to conventions, like, you see, like, it's the game room. It's not the video, like, you know, like, and
because they have video games and board games and tabletop and whatever.
Mm.
So, like,
but anyway, so when I, like, boil down a video game to its bare bones, it is art. It is straight up art. It's an expression of art. You have you have a creator's idea, put to paper, 3D modeled, having sound, having an entire team take place and make this, and then they put it out to the world and people play it. It is a form of art.
It's playable art.
It's playable art. And even if it wasn't playable art, even if it was just considered, you know, just regular art, like something you went to a museum for, mm-hmm. There are museum pieces right now that are incredibly violent. That you would look and you would be like, huh, that is like you know, like you see, like I was in Spain, mm-hmm. right? And we were, me and Katie were in a museum, and there was straight up cannibalism going on in one of the photos, and that's a part of history. And I mean, it was made for true or not, it was made for the piece. I don't know, but basically, what it boils down to is art isn't gonna drive you to go out and like commit violent acts or anything like that. You know, like half of the people who play Fortnite, half of the people who play Call of Duty, who play Halo, who play anything with like necessarily a first-person shooter game, probably couldn't even handle a weapon. Much like, you know, like that's at least my take on it. You know, where it's an expression of art. I've read other studies that say the exact opposite of what these guys are saying. That video games make you less violent. You know,
I've seen that where it's like if somebody tends to have violent or aggressive tendencies, playing video games let them take out their aggression in an actual healthy manner
mm-hmm.
versus against people
I'd
themselves.
rather someone kill people in Grand Theft Auto than a real setting.
Plus, also, it kind of boils down to morals. So, like, you can be a #1 sniper in, like, Overwatch, but if you put an actual sniper rifle in someone's hands and say, shoot that person, they're probably not going to do it.
Yeah, no, it all has a way for your moral... It all boils down to what does your moral compass say? You know, because like there are people out there whose moral compasses have fallen off the wrong path, and
I know people.
and that is people that our society doesn't necessarily understand. You know, so we as society make up excuses for these people.
Which I feel like is also part of society. I can English. It goes hand in hand with mental illness not being a topic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree.
I don't know about y'all. I don't know if this is baggage, but I was raised to not talk about mental illnesses, not talk about feelings, because it's embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're living in an age where I don't like my generation. We talk about depression and suicide, because we are all suicidal and depressed. But we talk about it casually and jokingly because that's our coping mechanism, which isn't healthy. Mm-hmm. Because no one knows how to talk about this.
Well, same. Funny you say that. As far as like my parents go, they don't recognize like mental illness as a thing. You know, like it's not or they haven't recognized it until recently. Mm-hmm. You know, it never used to be like when I was younger, it was a no topic. You know, like it was, you didn't talk about it, or there was something wrong with you, which is not the case. You know, like at the same time, do I think that some people need some therapy to help them get them through their issues? Absolutely. I'm one of them, you know. So but I don't. that's
once a week.
Wait. You mean this isn't our therapy session right now?
Shit.
Oh, damn.
Guys, newsflash for you. This is my bill. It's $150 from each of you.
Actually, Vault Boy's the therapist.
Yeah, exactly. Look at him. He's so positive.
He's like, yeah.
Isn't that the charisma?
So he's a humanist. He's a humanist.
He is a humanist. But yeah, so that's basically what it boils down to is some people's moral compasses have gone astray to a certain degree. We, as society, make excuses for these people, and I feel that video games fall into one of those excuse categories for when things happen that we don't understand and can't comprehend. You know, I feel this is less of our umbrella of weebdom and more of our umbrella of White Girl Wasted. As far as serial killers go, you know, you have all of these shows and you have the history that people reverse engineered the serial killer. Okay, they literally took the serial killer. They didn't capture them. Well, they caught a whole bunch of them, and then they broke them down psychologically. They didn't, when I say broke them down, I mean they studied them. They did multiple case studies. They did multiple case studies. They had to fight through the lies. They had to really go in depth to understand these people.
Is this Psychopaths? What?
No. That is not the anime Psychopaths. It is it's Mindhunters. It's a true story. Mindhunters is a true story. And even Criminal Minds does it to a certain extent. But they reverse engineered the serial killer. They found out what kind of makes them tick individually, you know? And then they categorize them into specific types of serial killers. And I feel that if we took it more seriously, if we took a look at the people that are committing these acts and we really broke them down, I feel we could do the same exact thing. That we could reverse engineer these people and see what is going on. You know, because what is the problem? What set them off? And then see if there's any links anywhere. And if video games are one of the links, then maybe have a leg to stand on. But if not, you know, then we have to stop using it as an excuse, you know, because people get entertainment. People use video games as a way to remove themselves from their present life.
And on top of it, just these people have biases. Oh, you play a video game, I have a bias, you know. Without...
Oh well, I mean it's only older people. And when I say older people, I mean you're not going to find anybody born in the 90s who is oh well, those damn video games. Like, you know, like, no, it's people who literally grew up
Without
without them, one. Or, like, physically using a, like, typewriter in a library. You know? Like when there was... Because we have to remind ourselves sometimes. There used to be a world with no internet. Okay? Like, there used to be a world with no internet. Half of our parents went and, like, actually had to do physical research in class. We're privileged to a certain extent where we have the world at our fingertips, but also we're judged for having the world at our fingertips, especially when we can come up with responses and answers. And I've always been saying, you have an answer for everything, don't you? I was like, well, yeah, it's called. It's literally right here.
Computer.
It's literally right here in my phone. Like, it's like you ever hear like, oh, you're not going to carry around a calculator? Boom, done. Like, you know, like.
I mean, just think of it. How did I get here? GPS.
Or it's like whenever.
Like, I get that all the time. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I'll be at work and someone will be like, hey, I need you to go here, and I'll be like, okay, like an older person. I need you to go here. I'm like, okay, and they'll be like, hey, here's the address. You turn down right, Main Street, and you go down this, and I'm like, address? And then you make a left onto the parkway, you take that 6 exits down, address? And then you make a left at the stop line, do a loop-de-loop and twirl. I'm like, just give me the address! It's going into the GPS! But here's the thing. There's a disconnect. We literally have drawn a straight-up line for people with technology and people without technology. And there are very few and far between people that can like jump to that, you know?
Mom still prints out MapQuest. We use the GPS, we still print out MapQuest. Just in case, for some reason, GPS stops working.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's not a horrible thing. I'll defend her on that one.
They're not necessarily bad, but you have one generation who is entirely trusting in the world of technology, and then you have one who is just like...
Weary?
Not necessarily
They're
weary.
hesitant.
They're hesitant,
They don't like
and they
change.
don't make an effort to be less hesitant, or at least very few of them make an effort to be less hesitant. Because I've worked for different companies before. I had a boss who was fluent in all things computers in his late 50s, was like so good, like he was amazing. He was probably better at Excel than I was. At the same time, then on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, you have people who can't even Google search things.
Oh.
You know, like
It's like I've been with people who like will go to a restaurant. They're like, oh man, I hope this place that I want to go eat isn't closed. I'm like, oh, I just looked up the thing. It says they close at 9. They're like, yeah, but are you really sure? And I'm like, Google won't lie to me all the time, and I know for a fact,
Well,
like,
although my job has had to fight with Google.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to say where I work, besides it's
No.
But one thing is closed to the public, and Google keeps saying it's open to the public. So I have to fight with people saying, no, you can't go to this.
Mm-hmm. All right, so basically, Amanda, your final thought is non-violent. Video games do not make you violent.
No, I think that they're a healthy outlet.
Video games do not make you violent.
I agree with Amanda. It's a healthy outlet, and it's not. If you're already a violent person, it's not going to teach you to be a violent person. As we all brought up before, there's been studies to show it makes you a less violent person.
Mm-hmm. Video games do not make you violent, Matt.
Yep, do not make you violent. Plus, some of the games I play are puzzle games are definitely not violent.
Oh yeah, no.
You're
I mean,
right.
like I mean,
Tetris.
Like, I don't want to say like a majority are M-rated games, but like you literally have people that like the most violent they get is they dig holes in Animal Crossing and like push people in.
I feel
like,
called
you know,
out. I
Wait,
feel called
you
out.
monster!
I
You
love
monster!
pickle seeds.
And hit them with their net.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move out of my town!
So my general consensus is that video games do not make you violent. They're a form of art, and if any other form of art makes you violent, you know, it's gonna make you no less violent than you would play a video game. You know,
It just boils down to your actual moral code, really.
moral compass, moral code. You know, are you the person that is digging holes in Animal Crossing and pushing animals in? You know, like that's basically what it boils down to. You know. All right, it's 10:05. I think we went well over our hour, right?
Yeah, we've been.
Wow.
Yeah, we're like almost at an hour 20 minutes.
Oh,
I
jeez.
mean,
So I guess this might be a good point to
a good point to end. Okay, all right. So, all right. So I guess we'll end. Okay, as I fumble through my papers, this might be a great point to end. Okay, so basically, we are the Consquad. Thank you guys so much for listening. You can find us on SoundCloud, Podbean, and iTunes. And we are going to be working on getting a channel up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Once we figure out like how to actually record and everything like that. If you want to see us or DM us personally, I am Paulmite on Instagram.
Paul, hold on.
Yep.
There's a special way to spell your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I am Paul_Mite on Instagram. Matt.
There are double ways to reach me. You can reach me at youtube.com/c/dualscreens or dualscreensmatt on Instagram.
Isn't there an underscore in dual screens?
Only on the Twitter.
Oh. You can find me at pineapples_.
Oh, yeah. Actually, wait, yeah, there's an underscore.
Rude. Matt cutting me off? You can find me at pineapples_delight on Instagram. That's the best way to reach me.
And then you can find me on Instagram as Manda_Eevee. Eevee like the Pokemon.
And I mean, feel free to message us if you want us to cover specific topics on the podcast. We'd love to take a look and see what you guys are interested in. Basically, we focus on anime, gaming, weeb news, cosplay, all right, weeb drama. Spicy weeb drama.
The weeb tea.
The weeb tea. And then, of course, the 1% of anything that falls into our weeb umbrella that could be considered like spicy or controversial.
Like today.
Like today, exactly. So, but that's basically it. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time, all right? Peace out, everybody!
Bye. Thanks, my dudes. Ooh-woos.
Woos.
And I get less goodbye.